All right.
Oh, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
All right.
We're like missing somebody, but it's going to be awesome.
Hey, we're super excited to be able to be with you guys. We see you, we see you guys loud and clear. So we're excited about this session, right?
What? That was so fast. That was even fast for me. Something about something that excited this session. I'm excited about this session. Yes, really excited. How many of you are feeling pretty good? Is anyone feeling pretty good? Yeah. Looks like we got some Hawaiians on here. Yeah. Oh, awesome. So can you, I love it.
I love it.
Can you let us know in the chat maybe what you did over lunch? We would love to know what you got. Well, hold on a second. Europe, that was like a late dinner. So thank you for being up, and maybe you got a late night snack. I don't know what you did, but if you could let us know. So we got some cover photos changed on Facebook, added a link in the description of the picture.
Nice.
Dan did his profile picture, short bio done.
11 p.m. dinner pizza.
Dinner pizza. There we go.
Linktree, I like it.
Linktree. Adjusted fit, went for Facebook Live, love it. We haven't even talked about lives yet. That's great. Shout out invites, posted.
Posted Fraser's test.
Linktree, cover photo. Are any of you feeling a little more confident just by doing the action even when it feels weird? Yeah, because I've found every time that I've felt like I'm going to barf, this is going to sound so weird maybe, but I just tell people, I'm like, just follow the puke. Like just follow it. Usually when something makes you feel really nervous and really scared and really insecure, it's not going to kill you. How many of you did not die by downloading TikTok? Like, did we have any casualties in the downloading of TikTok?
Oh, yeah.
Or are we doing okay, guys? We're okay. All right, thank God. I had to make sure. So I love this. Not sure about stuff. We are gonna do some questions throughout this actually to make sure. I love that we have so many different chats.
Oh, it's great. It's awesome.
So keep using the chats. We can see them. But we are going to take some questions to make sure that you are secure in what you're doing. And then this afternoon, you got a lot coming.
Yeah, there's so much. I mean, one of the things I think when I look back at like the people who got involved in network marketing years and years and years ago, and you ask them the question, what was like the biggest problem you used to face? It was running out of people to talk to, right? So who's written their list? Right, I had like 200 people on their list, and they kind of every single time they kind of go through someone, they crossed them off because they would know. Auntie Joan wasn't interested, Uncle Brian wasn't interested, best friend Pete wasn't interested. Right, you get no after no after no after no, and as the list gets lower and smaller, you start freaking out because you're thinking, I've only got 3 more people left. What happens if those 3 people don't join?
Yep.
And then you start to get desperate and you're like, please, Uncle Brian, I'll pay for you to join. And Brian's like, no, I'm still not going to do it. Right? So what if it was the other way around, that every single day your list of people grew and grew and grew and it had no limit? It's exciting. So we want to be able to, So we want to be able to share with you how you can do that on Facebook and how you can do that on Instagram. Super fired up about that.
Yeah. So we're definitely going to talk about that. And if I could tell you why you have to do this, I gotta tell you. Do any of you feel like you are just not that popular? Like, if you're being totally honest, you just weren't the cool kid in school, and that's probably why you're still in network marketing, because you're like, I'm gonna find my people at these GoPro events. Okay, well, I can relate. I think Fraser might be able to relate to not being like Mr. Popular all the time. And so with a big L.
I was the loser. Yeah.
I love it. It's okay. We've all been there. So I have to tell you that you're not going to build your business based off of people that you already know, generally speaking, past probably what you've already built it from. Okay? And what we're going to teach you today, it works. It's very effective. When I started in network marketing, I had 200 people on my Facebook, and they were all people I either grew up with, people that were in my actual family, or people from high school and college. And so when you look at these huge followings, you know, when maybe you looked at Fraser's Instagram or his Facebook when it was up, or mine or Shailene's, and you're like, oh my God, like, that's ridiculous. I'm just telling you, it just starts with the actions. It's going to start with doing those little things over and over and over. Oh, hi, Sophia. Over and over and over again. And it does work. These do work. And it matters because you need leads. Mm-hmm. It matters because I know it's so much easier in our profession to focus on the sales. You're focused on the rank. You're focused on the next advancement. You're focused on your power up, your fast track, your whatever your company calls it. But the one thing missing is just the numbers. Do any of you agree with this, that this is really the important thing? Mm-hmm. Because I think some of you are starting to get uninvited to family events, you know? Like, not to be funny, but it's kind of funny. They're like, oh my God, don't invite Emma. Don't invite her. She is going to pitch us on something. There is something new. She's got an opportunity for us. Okay? And so that's why we've got to start to get better at this. And I really commend you all staying up throughout the night, and all of you staying up throughout the day. And some of you are in the morning. I guess that's probably the Australians, the Kiwis probably too, are just waking up over there. Yeah, sharing thumbs up over there.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I'll say on that is, this is how you build a global business. Mm-hmm. It's social media. Okay, unless you've got an inn at your nail salon and the sweet Vietnamese lady is willing to open Vietnam for you. She's the most influential Vietnamese lady, or maybe your favorite Italian spot in town actually still has family in Italy, and there's like a miracle. Like, we can't think in miracles. We have to think in strategy. And so if your brain works in strategy, the two of us are definitely strategic people. And so this next couple, however long it takes until you are all secure, because this is your workshop, we're here to serve you. It's going to be really good for you.
And I think for me, I come back to it again. I said it earlier, like, it's turning strangers into friends, friends into family. Yeah. I had better results from strangers than I did from family. In fact, a lot of my family were like, no, it's not for me, it's not for me. But the strangers were like, yeah, I'm like, come on, let's do it. And every time I would pick up the phone to call my cousin, I was excited to speak to my cousin, but I was not excited about bringing the business opportunity to him. I was like, and it felt so heavy to pick it up. But when I was speaking to strangers on the internet, like, it was easy. I remember the first stranger I spoke, I found him using Skype. Does anyone remember Skype? Right? Dun, 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 dun,
oh,
dun,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun. I was like, oh.
And they started charging. Like, come on, man. Get out of here.
It really screwed. Oh, good kick.
I know.
Good. If I tried that, I'd like, snap a hamstring or something like that. So literally, like, ow. So like, I kind of found him on Skype. I messaged him this message, and all I was thinking was, I hope it's not like a proper Russian. Like legit Russian, because like, if he doesn't like the message that I'm sending, he could like just break a finger, or he could like come round to my house. He could find my IP address and like, I don't know. It was like a legit thing, right? So I messaged him and he said, yeah, I'm open. I'm interested in the business. I'm open to being friends. And I remember saying like, hey, come round to the house, because he lived locally to where I was. I said, come round to the house. I'd love to be able to show you the kind of opportunity. And he was like, okay, cool. I didn't think he was going to say, okay, cool. I think he was just going to be like, nah, I'm not going to come. So I was so petrified. I was so scared that I remember calling my mum and dad and saying, listen, I've got this Russian guy coming round to the house. Like, if you don't hear from me in like 15, 30 minutes, like, send help, because I might be dead. And I remember like this the kind of where we were living at the time, the gates opened. He arrived at the house, the gates kind of opened, and I swear to you, he walked up the driveway like this. The ground was shaking, and I remember thinking, oh, I'm in trouble here. And I remember, it was bad. I remember opening the door, and he was like, hello, my name's Sergey. And I was like, Sergey, would you like to come in? He was like, yes, I like very much to come in. Do you have any vodka? And I was like, oh, this is not going to go very well. Anyway, I ended up having the courage, because I believe, like you, it's moments of courage that will define your business, or moments of courage that will define your future. So I had the courage. I was like, right, I'm just going to, the worst thing that will happen is he will kill me. No, I'm just kidding. The worst thing that will happen is he says no, and I probably don't see him ever again.
Right.
He said yes. And for those of you who know, I have a Russian wife. Her name's Svetlana. If it wasn't for Sergey, I would never have gone to Russia to build the team over in Russia. And if I had never gone over to Russia to build the team, I would never have met my wife.
Oh my God.
So when I say
emotional.
when I say network marketing is turning strangers into friends, friends into family, I'm not kidding. Mm-hmm. I'm not kidding. So I want to be able to share with. There we go.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Look how gorgeous you are.
She is way out of my league. She is a goddess. And there's Sergey.
Gosh, fun.
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Wow.
So, by the way, well done, team.
That's what I said.
This team is ridiculously good. We did not tell them we were going to be saying that in any of that story.
Should I cue up something weird like that? Okay, something's coming, guys. I don't know what, but something's coming.
So how about should we get into it and talk about...
Well, yeah, really fast, though, I think. Do you guys have any questions about what you did during the break that maybe we can pull it full circle for you? If there's a couple of things, we definitely have some questions. Okay. And please don't be scared. This is your opportunity to learn. This is your workshop. Mm-hmm. So let me just double check. Okay. We've got, who do you see?
Julie. Oh, she went. Julie
Michaela Lincoln Meltzer in rooms, I think it's Z1. Let's see. We've got Alicia McPeak.
Z3, Alicia McPeak.
Yep. I can't see her name. She's waving. She needs something.
Z3 Tisha Clements. How about this side?
Okay. Z3's got a lot. Oh, it went away. I'm sorry. Okay, Z4 Ariel Summers. All right, you want to start with that, and then we'll see if your questions get answered? Yeah?
Yeah, let's do that.
Good thing to start with. All right, so let's have our first person up. I forget who was first.
Was it Z3 Alicia McPeak? Can we have her on the screen?
Or anybody that we said.
That would be cool. This is so awesome being in this spaceship, by the way. Here we go. Alicia,
can you hear us?
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome. I feel like I'm with you. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, my question is this. I started my Instagram when I was building my house, and it was all about building my house and decorating my house, and I really love that. But I have kind of mixed in my other mission, which is transforming women. Should I split that and do 2 separate Instagram accounts?
So I personally would keep the same Instagram account. What I probably would do, though, is I would just do a block of color as your next post, right? I would just maybe go a black screen or a bright yellow screen just to kind of signify it's the end of that chapter. We're going into something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would keep the same one too. I wouldn't build something else out unless you just have some big hobby where you just love interior design or something like that, right? So since you're saying no, just start posting what you want. And one thing I sometimes do personally, because there's different iterations of who you are, right? There's different stages of you in all of you in each of your lives. And maybe sometimes you'll see as you continue on social media, you'll start seeing things like, I used to love when you posted da-da-da. So maybe somebody might say something like, hey, what's going on with the house? And then you could occasionally put something in, but then we'll get into some copywriting stuff later on too. You can get into my business has allowed me to transform all this. Here's what the house still looks like. This is my favorite room in the house still. So you can still incorporate. It's still your house, right? It's still your house. But I don't think you need to revamp anything. I think this goes back to what Shailene was talking about of just the massive overthinking we do. But I would just go right into onto the next thing. And that's on branding. That's how you find out what your brand is you throw stuff out there and some of it sticks and some of it doesn't. Mm-hmm. So that story no longer serves you, now you're moving on to the next stage of your life and in your business, and that's okay.
And I think like 10, 20, 30 posts after you've made a decision, like that's it. People know you for that. People start following you for that. It's not, I wouldn't overcomplicate it. I would just, imperfect action beats perfect thinking with this. I think just have that kind of like one post and then,
Yeah, great question. Thanks, Alicia.
Okay,
thank you so much. We appreciate you. Next is Jude. Jude. There we go. I love it. Yes! There we go. We see you.
Hey,
How you
Jude.
doing?
I'm well.
Amazing. How can we help you?
Well, I didn't have my hands up, but yes, you can help me. During the break, I focused or tried to focus on honing down on my problem because the company I'm with has a huge amount of products. And I guess what I've come to realize was helping people that have had cancer, because I had cancer many, many years ago in my 20s, and that started me on my health journey. Mm-hmm. So is that a good place for me to start?
It's kind of like if I'm understanding your question, right? Do you mind if I?
You go. Yeah,
okay.
go.
So the first thing is, how many of your company has multiple products? Can y'all like raise your hand if your company has multiple products? I'm just going to give you a tip that I heard years ago, probably from Eric. Okay, let's be honest. And it's helped me so much. Identify what your hero product is and make that really 98% of the time all you talk about.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jude, I don't know how you said you have a lot of products. What is your hero product? If there's one product that gets unbelievable results and you're obsessed with it, that's your hero product. Mm-hmm. That's your lead. That's what you post about, you talk about, you're all about. And then when you have the lead come to you, then you can start saying, you can find out more about the person. Because I'm guessing with your regimen, it's probably not just one product. You can say, yes, I know you're so interested in the Juju juice. I have no idea what you sell. Okay. The Juju juice. And then what I also love to use and it got me the best results, would you be interested in hearing about it? So just simplifying your businesses down to that one hero, like what is the hero product of your company has helped me a ton. And then do you want to take the second half of it?
Yeah, and again, the script side of things, guys, are going to be coming. Like, so if you're like, what did you say? What did you say with that exact script? I think for me, like, I'm a great believer in, again, like Jesse Lee says, like the hero product, but all those amazing other products that are coming, you can upsell those people like McDonald's, right? They promote the Big Mac, they promote the, I don't even know, like chicken nuggets. And then they ask like that question, would you like fries with that? Right? Would you like fries with that? So you're promoting the hero product, but then you could also say at checkout or after completion or when they reorder, hey, I know you absolutely love this product. Would you be open to checking out some information on a product that complements that? So for me, it's, I'd like to keep it as simple as possible. And it's amazing that you have loads of products, but hone in on one or two.
And then it kind of sounded like you just nod your head if I'm right, and then if I'm wrong to say no. But it sounded like you were asking what your profile should say, because you're a cancer survivor. Right. Congratulations, by the way. Yeah. You're a cancer survivor, and so you are trying to figure out who you're trying to attract. Is that right?
Yes, I guess part of it is different pieces, and this was a long time ago. So it's been a journey of my health. So it's not just one specific thing. It's been choices I've made over the years to this day.
Yeah. So for social media, I don't think you need to post specifically. Mm-hmm. Like, I think some of you were niching down almost too far. I see a lot of that on people's social media. Like, some people will be like, I help moms from age 35 to 37 in the area of Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Help that. Like, you don't have to be that specific. So you could literally put something on your profile like, I help people in their journey to better. Mm-hmm. Like whatever that, what the heck does that mean? What does that, I kind of like that. Like, and then you can start getting specific when you're having conversations. It goes back to my thing about we need to build an army. If you're almost too exclusive, people are going to look at maybe not your profile, but maybe look at Katie's profile and they're like, geez, well, I don't fit in her, you gotta be, income level this, you gotta be from this background. So I guess let me go find someone else who sells the same stuff. So I think it's okay to be generalized, but also know, really, to Fraser's point, what is your purpose? Who are you trying to serve? What is the big outcome instead of the small outcome? Because you'll be able to serve the masses when you're not so specific. Does that help?
Yes.
Amazing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Ariel Summers is next.
Ariel Summers. Good tune. Good tune. I like that. How you doing, legend?
I am freaking out. Like, so in love with both of you. I follow everything you guys both do, and I'm just like freaking out over here. So I follow both of you guys, and Jessie Lee, I love your podcast. It has changed my life and my businesses. But for my Facebook specifically, I not only have several network marketing companies, but I also have traditional businesses that I own. And I'm not sure, like on my Instagram, I have each business has its own page. So I have several of them. But what do I do for my Facebook? I find like my followers really don't know what I do because I do so much.
Yeah, so me personally, I would be kind of using your personal profile just for your network marketing business. It's the most duplicable. It's the easiest one for you to kind of get into. It's the easiest one for you to message people. When it comes to business pages, it's a pay-to-play platform. Right? So you're going to really struggle with organic reach. And one thing you can't do on a business page is I can't find Jessie Lee Ward and go and add Jessie Lee Ward and say, hey, Jessie Lee Ward, you're amazing. I can't believe this is really you. Right? You can't do that from a page, right? So people have to find you, and you have to usually pay ads. So personally, for your network marketing business, I would just go all in on a personal profile on Facebook, as well as Instagram and TikTok. And with the business pages, I wouldn't necessarily do anything with that. And you don't do too much on a business page, right? You do everything.
I do darn near nothing. The only reason I have a business page, honestly, is because I wanted that real estate. It goes to kind of what Eric was saying, where you want to make sure your name is handled somewhere. I didn't want anybody else getting the Jessie Lee fan page, so I snatched it up. But I really don't do anything on there. I've never ran an ad or anything, so I can't help with that. But one thing I will speak to, Ariel, is I don't know what companies you're involved in. I don't know anything about that. And thank you so much, by the way. It was really nice what you said. I truly appreciate that about the podcast. But I will tell you guys. And if Eric were out here, he would hammer on it for 15 minutes. So I'll keep it short. He would tell you focus on one network marketing company. He would get up on here and he would go into a whole thing. I've been around for 30 years. Let me tell you what, I've never seen anybody get to the top building more than one. Like he would go on so I'm going to do that. That was my Eric tirade. My mimicking of him is not that great. But listen, he would tell you it's just not, when you're splitting your time between all kinds of stuff, you might just think it's your time, but it's your energy. Like if you just, for a second, think about which one are you more passionate about? What is exciting you the most? Because what you'll start to run into, if you haven't already, are things like this company's putting out a promotion, and then you confuse it with this company. Oh God, wait, hold on a second. Which one's doing what? And then your team's kind of like, can I go to you with that? And oh wait, which one has a, oh, okay, hold on a minute. Or then the company has this company events on the same, then you pick company events, which one you're going to go to. Like it just turns into like mashed potatoes. Yeah. And so it's like, I don't know what the decision is for you, but I will tell you, if you focus in on one thing, just focus, you can explode something. And it's not to say you can't be a loyal customer of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like if you come to my house, like Fraser's been to my house, like it's like I own, like, I don't know what company, don't put your company you represent in the comments, obviously, but like, I probably have your company stuff, and he probably does too. Like all I use is network marketing products. So like y'all see it probably all over people's, our Instagrams. We're always using network marketing products. They are the best, but that doesn't mean you have to represent them. And I think that if you do focus in, this answers the question about your Facebook profile as well, you're going to see a lot more engagement because a confused mind does nothing. And so you're probably having less people interact on your stuff because they go, is that the oil company or is that the shake company? Is that the makeup company or is that the skincare company? Is that the... I don't know what she's doing anymore.
Yeah, what's next?
Yeah.
And you'll get this as well a lot from family and friends. So what are you doing now? Because they don't believe that what the next thing. So it's like the next thing. I also know that from where I live, we live very close to Aintree Racecourse, and Aintree Racecourse holds the largest fence horse jump track in the world, called the Grand National. Right, the race is called the Grand National. My dad used to always say to me, he said, "Fraser, you cannot win a horse race riding two horses." Right, you got to pick your horse, and you've got to. There we go.
So
you got to pick your horse, and you got to keep going and going and going. And yeah, touching on the other. Hey, I'm a network marketing addict. Like I think I have products from like 30 different companies at least. Yeah, right?
Sure.
I absolutely love it. But yeah, pick one, go all in with one. In my opinion, it might be a bit of a decision for you to do that, but it'll be well worth it. So we appreciate you. Good to see your face, your smile. Oh, look at that! That's awesome. We love that. Love that. Yeah.
Let's do. Who else had a question? Because we kind of lost people. Sorry about that. So hands up again if you had a question. Want to do Tahira Ogletree in
room?
Z3. Tahira Ogletree. I hope I'm saying your name right. Tahira. She's very excited.
And I love the energy, by the way. Like, I'll give you guys one tip while we're waiting here. Is if you want to really be on this stage, like go nuts when if you've got a question, go absolutely nuts. This is great. We love you for that. But like the whole single person sure. Mexican wave is it's amazing.
By the way, Tisha Clements and Z3 will come to you next. Okay. I see your comments. We got you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. Thank you all. And Jesse, I absolutely love you. And it's so ironic. You have responded to me on social media several times. So that means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. We'll talk about that later too.
Okay. Yeah, listen, my question is, I have a platform that first I'm a survivor of domestic violence, and I have an organization that helps with families with domestic violence, and the products that I sell, I was able to marry the two together. So I want to know what should go in my bio, because currently I did what you guys said. It says helping individuals and survivors of abuse live healthier lives and financially independent. Follow me. So I kind of wanted to know if that is the verbiage, is that the direction I want to go, or should I lessen it a little bit more?
Mm-hmm. What's your initial thoughts? Like, what's your gut instinct telling you that right now? When you've got that written out, when you're reading it, how do you feel about it?
I feel maybe a little bit confusing to people.
Well, if you feel that it's confusing and you know the message behind it, everyone else will find it confusing. So if you're not reading it and being like, oh, that's it. Like, I feel good about the future here. Like when I read mine off that we sharing earlier, I'm getting fired up all the time. Because I'm like, let's go. This is how I'm going to help people. So I always believe with feelings. I believe feelings are your friends, thoughts are your enemies. So I would like for you to write down maybe 3, 4, 5 different ideas. And the one that makes you feel fired up the most, that's the one that I would be going with for sure. I would follow that feeling. What are your thoughts?
And then I would just say, first of all, thank you for sharing. It's a big venue to say something like that. So I love that. I love it. It's so powerful. So is there somebody in the space, not network marketing, but is there someone in the space of working with domestic violence survivors that you are very inspired by? Like, is there somebody who's doing the hard work, not in network marketing, but you just love the message they put out there. You love how open they are. You love how they speak. You love is there somebody that you're thinking of, maybe a big profile on, that comes to mind?
Not necessarily.
Okay. It's okay. So the reason I'm asking is because something that can be really useful when you're building out your social media bios is inspiration from other people that you're like, I'm so aligned with Like, I love how she speaks about body positivity and overcoming. Oh my gosh. It's just, I feel like it's something I would write. Have any of you ever felt like that about something and somebody? You're addicted to their Instagram. You watch every story, every post. You're like, God, I love that person. That guy's awesome, right? Don't plagiarize, but it's a great idea to go get some inspiration from other people where you're like, yes, I love how she says, like, I'm making this up, by the way, so you'll have to, like, it's on the top of my head, so, or I'm like on the fly, but something like, I love how XYZ influencer says, I teach women how to go from victim to victor. Follow me to find out more. Like, I love that language. That might not resonate with you at all, okay? It just came to my head, right? And it's just, when you find people you're aligned with, you can start to take, you're doing it anyway. If you find those people, you're adopting their language. He says how do you open your lives? You go, hey. And I go, LOL. Like, it's funny. We both have our things. And as we coach people, we start to hear them say, hey, LOL. It's just an example. It's what we do as humans, right? So whoever that person is, maybe it's Gloria Mayfield Banks. You love how she explains it, right? Or whomever inspires you. Marina obviously talked about not physical abuse, but still domestic abuse. Maybe something Marina says connected with you. And I would use that to write your bio. Does that help?
That does help. Thank you so much. Thank you both.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Show some love. Yeah. Big tune.
I love this song.
Big tune. Oh, yeah. All right.
Like this.
Tisha Cummins.
Tisha Clements, how are you?
Hi from Sweden. I've been following you guys since December. It's awesome.
Oh yeah,
Thank you so much for everything you're teaching.
Thank you for staying awake. We appreciate you guys so much. Again, are you like many hours of night at this point in the year, or are you many hours of dark?
No, day. It's actually very sunny right now, but yes. I'm actually from Spain. Spain, living in Sweden.
Hola.
And I have a kind of weird background. I decided to start building on YouTube as the main platform. And I got kind of famous on the platform because I made a bunch of mistakes. I was focusing on teaching about the product and I got kind of famous. So I have 65,000 followers on YouTube. Most of them,
nice.
Good on ya.
Yeah, and a lot of them are cross lines because they get free education from me. And now I'm kind of switching gears. I want to talk more about the business. And the big problem I found is that YouTube is not duplicable. So my team is getting all these crazy ideas. Oh, I need to be really good on video in order to succeed in this company. And it's not true. So I'm like, now, should I stop posting on YouTube altogether and just focus on fit?
I'll cut you off and say, hell no. Okay. You do not you do not fix what is not broken. Okay. So if that is your big lead gen currently, the only reason we didn't really speak to it, we both have YouTube channels. We're both monetized on YouTube.
Yep.
We don't have 65,000 followers.
Nope.
It's a big source of lead generation for me though. So I do keep putting, them out, but no, you don't. I didn't even let you finish your question. I just had to cut you off. So then now you can finish your question. Do not stop what you're doing. Okay, now continue.
Okay. Well, that was the question. Like, should I stop it or not? And then I get kind of freaking out because it's taking so much time to put up content. And then I keep hearing, and in the Success Summit the other week, Fraser, they were telling you about using LinkedIn. And I was like, okay, LinkedIn sounds interesting. And then I have to start doing TikTok as well. And maybe Clubhouse as well. And it's like, oh my goodness. And I have a team of 2,000 people. How am I going to handle this? I have a life too.
Yeah, no, and hey, I get it. So first and foremost, well done for actually creating content. Like, that's amazing. But you've obviously then generated a skill of being in front of a camera. Like, you're clearly comfortable in front of the camera now. So I'd just be doing what you've been doing on YouTube as Facebook Lives, as Instagram Lives, as Instagram Stories, shortened versions as an Instagram Reel. Like, you've got that skill. And again, I would really focus in on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. YouTube's amazing. And I still believe that it's an underused platform. But as you said, the duplication of it it's almost impossible.
Hard.
Yeah, so I'll tell you this. The reason I'll give you guys the insight. The reason why I'm on this stage today is because in 2017, I made a decision every single Tuesday, 9 p.m. Maybe some of you guys on here were on those. Tuesday, 9 p.m. UK time. I just did a Facebook Live talking about a how-to based thing, like how to build your business, how to close, how to follow up, how to do this. And every single week I just did it and did it and did it. And my community, it wasn't in a Facebook group, it was on my profile. It wasn't on YouTube, it was on my profile. And about a year and a half into it, Eric Worre himself sent me a friend request. It was 2:00 in the morning when I was living in Germany. I elbowed Svetlana. I was like, Eric Worre.
I screenshot mine. Did you screenshot yours?
Oh, yeah.
I got my Eric Worre screenshot.
I blew it up. It's like duplicated wallpaper in the house. Like, oh my God, this is amazing. Right? So I couldn't believe it. And he said, hey, I've been told a lot about your social media. And he was tuning in. He was coming on them most weeks. And he was like, this is awesome. And then he invited me to his home. And then he invited me to GoPro. Then he invited me to another GoPro. And the reason why I'm telling you this story is because I just made a decision to go live once a week for 20 minutes, 30 minutes a week. That was it. That was all I did. And I sucked. I was the biggest loser on live video ever. You've probably got way more skills than I have when it comes to video. You got 65,000 followers. I don't, right? So in some ways you've got me beat and I'm so happy about that. So I would be doing what you're doing on YouTube, but just a live version of it. And then if you want to...
I'm doing live now. I'm doing lives Monday through Friday, just 10 minutes, but now it's more like lifestyle tips for like living a balanced life and things like that. And I'm going using one of these tools. So it goes live on Facebook, Instagram, Facebook page, and Facebook profile all at once. Mm-hmm. So all right. I'm trying to be efficient.
Good.
Yeah. I think I would Instagram live as well. Like if you're able to do that. It's like 100%. You crush it on Facebook Live, Instagram Live at the same time.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into some tactics and stuff. I annihilate live.
I look forward to it. Thank you. I have a very simple how-to question because you mentioned in the cover photo on Facebook, if you put a link, it gets to be clickable.
Yeah. So
is it just for people to click on the link or is the actual picture getting clickable because it's not working for me?
Yeah, you can't make the picture clickable, unfortunately. Okay. But what you can do is you can just have the button that says like click here, maybe even like brackets link in the description, whichever it might be. Okay. And then you can edit the description of the photo. And then you can just put like click here to get your freebie or go to my channel or whatever. And then you enter the link in there. All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're awesome.
You're so good.
Thank you.
Let's do one more from Z2. I'm sure she never gets called on because her name. Okay, so Itsu Hunwa Ahmad Sun. I want to know your question.
And did you get it right? Because I think you did really well with that name.
I always try to do the names. Right here. Itsu Hunwa. Z2, yeah. Itsu Hunwa Ahmad Sun.
What a great name. I love that. Oh, I just about to get you up.
She's gorgeous. Look at her.
Come on.
Hey, do not get picked because my name is really tricky for a whole lot of people. So thank you.
How do you say it? How's the right way to say it?
Izuhunwa.
Well played.
Izuhunwa?
Yes.
I mean, like, that is a great name.
Beautiful name.
And you have the letter Z in it, which just gives you bonus points.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what can we answer for you?
So my question would be, when you're using the fit platforms, I mean, we've heard so much about the having to narrow down and just pick a niche and focus on posting around that. Now, are we supposed to do that across all the platforms? Or could we just maybe decide Instagram is where we want to talk about just our niche, and then the other platforms, at least we can make it a little more diverse? Do we have to narrow down on just this very specific thing on all three platforms? Or at least could we maybe choose one and then play around with the others? What would be your best advice?
I love that you're asking this because we're about to get into a whole bunch. This is such a perfect transition question because we're about to get into how you actually find people on social media.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, each platform I do believe to be a little bit different. So we're going. Oh, sorry. So we're going to get into that for sure. And so maybe we'll just jump right into that if you want to. Are you cool with that? If we just go into the next part? Yeah.
Yeah, you're awesome. We appreciate you.
You set us right up. I knew I asked the right person.
All right. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. All right. So get into the
I think so.
All right. Cool. So let's talk about lead generation on social media. What we're going to do, I need you to get a blank piece of paper for you to be able to do this exercise. All right. Make sure you got a blank piece of paper. I'm going to come over to the Elmo here. I always feel like I'm offending this amazing technology because, like, literally, we are in a spaceship and I'm using what could be known as like a horse. It's like a horse in a spaceship. I think that's how Marina said it when we did this. So what I want you to do is I want you to draw like a cross like this. So the page is separated into 4 different sectors, right? Sections. And what we're going to do here, we're going to do this 4P exercise. And I'm going to give you the titles of each box, but I want you to start almost instantly filling in the boxes when you see when I see what we when we put in these boxes here, right? And we're going to use this as the kind of master plan for you to be able to then go onto the different platforms to find people based on these things. All right, so here we go. The first one are like people. So these are people you look up to, maybe authors, celebrities, people in the network marketing space. Maybe it's Eric Worre, Tony Robbins, Oprah Winfrey, Bob Proctor, Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, any of these people. In fact, do me a massive favor in the chat. Just let me know. Some of the people who come to mind who you look up to, like the Tony Robbins, the Fraser Brooks, and Jesse Lee. Like,
I love you, Simone.
You guys are the best. We appreciate it. Dean Graziosi, there we go. Oprah Winfrey, John Maxwell, Elena Cardone, Teresa Harding, Jim Rohn, Stormy Wellington, Jesse Lee, Robert Kiyosaki, Bob Proctor. I love it. Right? Cool. Write them all down. Write them all down, right? Because we're going to come back to it in a minute. Now, you could have 3 people, 5 people, 10 people. I would go with as many as you can. And you might need to add to this list as you go, right? As you go. Some of you guys are eating, and I'm super hungry, and I'm like, oh, if you could just feed your food through the camera screen, that'd be awesome. Right? Oh, he's brilliant. Right, okay, second thing. And you guys, I would love for you to let me know instantly, like in the chat, the places that you want to visit, like cities, like try and go with cities. So I nearly said the Maldives, which is not a city, right? So New York City, Paris, London, Milano. Someone said Sweden before, Stockholm, right? Portugal, Spain, all right? Dubai, yeah, come to Dubai. Paris, Italy, Bora Bora. Peru, I love it.
Zealand,
This is
Ireland,
such a wide,
Dubai,
like a lot of Dubai as well. Austria, Switzerland, Jamaica. I want you to write these down. If you can get specific with like the city, right? That would be even better. All right. Third one. This is a really good one, and you'll see why when we come to it. Products. This one is gold. When we come to showing you how it actually works with this, I want you to write a Christmas list to yourself of all the products that you would love to buy, right? It could be anything really. It could be a Chow Chow dog. It could be a Chanel handbag. It could be Gucci trainers. It could be the new iPhone. It could be a belt. It could be a man, if that's what you really, really want, right? Put it on there. What are the products that you want? A Mini, all right, a car. Yeah, we can put a car. What kind of car? A Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a Mercedes, a BMW, a Volvo, a Volkswagen, whatever, a mansion, right? Put it on. It doesn't matter how crazy it is. You don't have to it's not like, can I put a Ferrari on there? No, put it on. So the fourth one is passions. All right? So what are the passions that you have? Do you got a passion for dogs? You got a passion for travel? I'll tell you a really weird story here. A really weird story about a friend of mine. He came to me and said, Fraser, I've got this really weird passion for lamps. I was like, lamps? He was like, yeah, like desk lamps, side table lamps, like all like weird kind of lamps. I was like, okay. He said, I've got another passion, a passion for women. And I was like, okay, so you've got a passion for women and you've got a passion for lamps. He said, yeah, but it's not two different passions. It's like one combined passion. I love women who love lamps. Now, at this point, I'm kind of freaking out thinking, this is a little bit creepy. But he tried to find groups based on what I'm going to share with you in a minute. But he tried to find groups on Facebook, women who love lamps, and he couldn't find any. So he created his own group called Lamp Lovers. Created a group called Lamp Lovers. And in 13 months, he got 1 million members in this group. And he had this pool of people. Right? Lamp lovers, I'm not joking. Lamp lovers, right? Don't try and find it. I promise you, it's not, you don't want to try and find it. But the passions, it does not matter what your passions are. Go and find those people, because now, if you imagine you look up to Tony Robbins, you look up to Eric Worre, you look up to Oprah Winfrey, and you go and find people who have the same interests as you, great. Like-minded people. Chances are you've got something to talk about already. When it comes to places, imagine if your dream trip is to go to Bora Bora and someone's posted about going to Bora Bora. What can you say them? Tell them, say to them, ask them, hey, I'm thinking about going to Bora Bora. What resort did you stay at? What about products? We'll talk about the exact scripts, but imagine if you see someone who has hashtag Chanel handbag. You could reach out to them and say, like, I love that post you made about the Chanel handbag, right? And then passions and interests. So now that we have these 4 things, I want to kind of jump in onto Facebook, and maybe we can do Facebook first and then Instagram after.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
So I wanted to share with you the Facebook side of things on how you would use these people, places, products, and passions for you to really find the people and what to do once you've found those people, so that you never have to worry about generating leads ever again. So let's go people. So I'm just going to let's go with Tony Robbins. Okay. Now, a lot of these people have big pages. Okay. So Tony Robbins, 4.2 million people have liked this page. Okay. So I'm going to go in here. And a lot of people make the mistake of kind of just going in here and being like, oh yeah, I'm just going to add everyone who likes the post. But what you can do is you can go into any of his posts, go into the comments, and now we're going to have all these different comments of people who have made a post on Tony Robbins' post, right? Kind of straightforward, kind of simple. But a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, that's great, they're cool, all that's awesome, blah, blah, blah. But what I'm going to do is I'm also going to be commenting on that post, right? I'm also going to comment, and one of the hacks that I'll tell you to do, this is kind of a weird hack, but I'll show you. I probably shouldn't have clicked that. I'm going to write a comment. Oh, there we go. This is awesome. Right. And let's go heart. Let's see if we can do that one. Bang. Okay. This is awesome. Heart. Now, once you've made the post, go ahead and give your own post a love heart. Feels weird at first, but I promise you, when these posts have massive amount of comments, you'll see it says most relevant. And the relevance is based on the amount of emotions or the amount of emojis that the comment has received. So you can see this one, from ashes to new, has 162 kind of emojis on that comment. Well, that's why it's at the top. That one's got 6, that's why it's higher. That one's got 4, that's why it's higher. So by straight away loving your own comment, as weird as it feels at first, you've got a great chance of being seen a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Now, what I'm going to do is I've found Tammy. So I want you to utilize and implement what I call find add message, FAM, find add message. FAM is short for family. Right? What did I say earlier? I've said it a few times. Turning strangers into friends, friends into family. Right? So we found Tammy Rolfe. We add Tammy Rolfe, and then we message Tammy Rolfe. That's it. That's all we got to do. Now, some people will say these things, right? They'll go, yeah, but it's weird, isn't it? Isn't it a bit weird message, like adding strangers? And yeah, it's completely weird. But then you've also, if I asked Jessie Lee, like, hey, what was your commission last month? She would tell me a very, very, very weird number. Because that amount of, that number going into someone's bank account is weird. It's weird. Choose your weird. You either get weird, right? Or you allow that weird to stop you from getting those weird commissions. Mm. So who wants to do weird activities to get weird commissions? Give me a little wave, right? Are you prepared to do weird activities to get weird commissions? All right, good. I'm very happy about that. But guess what? You still won't be hitting that add button. Now, I think I did this at the GoPro event, but I want you to put your hand at 45 degrees. I want you to do it right now so I can see you guys. Kathleen Curry, I see you. Emma Tier, hey Emma. I want you to, yeah, there we go. Lovely, nice little wave there, awesome. Deborah Lee, all right, cool. Now I want you to put the hand in front of your face at the 45-degree angle. So 45, just twist it round, okay? Now what I want you to do is I want you to show me your index finger. Okay, give me a little finger wave. Hello. Oh yeah, lovely finger waves, cool. And then after 3, right, I'm gonna give you 1, 2, 3, go. When I say go, I want you to do that. Okay? 1, 2, 3, go. And do it again. 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 Right. That is how you add someone. That's how you add someone. You press the button. You click the mouse. Is it hard? No, it's easy. It's easy. You can either go work on a construction site or in a restaurant or as a waitress with your high heels on, busting your body, or you can just literally break your index finger for a little bit. Bang, 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 bang. Easy. So the second question people will ask is, okay, when I add someone, shouldn't I wait for them to accept my friend request before I send them a message? Does anyone think that? Like, and be honest with me, like, shouldn't I wait for them to accept? Okay, good. A lot of people do think this. So let's think about it in real life. Let's think about it in real life. Imagine you're at a bar. You're at a pub. I don't know how that's going to sound. You're at a bar, you're at a pub, you're at a restaurant, you're in a hotel lobby, whatever, and you're just drinking your tea, you're drinking your coffee, you're drinking your beer. And I come up to you and I just stare into your eyes and I don't say anything. I mean, and I just, you're probably going to think, and if that music was playing in the background, even better, right? But if you're going to look, you're going to look at me and think, wow, this guy's really weird. You might throw your drink in my face. You might spit your coffee at me. I mean, I need some spitting tips after that COVID test that I was having, because that was a nightmare. It was real bad. That was intense, man. That was like real intense. So as soon as you add someone, you've got to send them a message right away. 99%, this is crazy, 99% of friend requests are not followed with a message. 99%? Be the 1%.
Yeah.
Be the 1%. So I found Tammy, I add Tammy, and straight away I send Tammy a message. Straight away. But now the next question, which some of you guys might be thinking, is, what the heck do I say? What do I do? What do I say? I found someone. Yeah, I've added them, but what do I say? They're going to think I'm weird. Some people are going to think you're weird. But do you want those weird people in your team? Nah. Work with the people who are prepared to have a conversation with you. I'm a great believer, and we live in a very connected world full of lonely people. We are so connected, but there are people out there waiting and dying for someone to reach out to them. As network marketers, our phones go off all the time. Ping, 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 ping. New message, WhatsApp message, Facebook message, Instagram message. But the people who aren't in our business, they're not like that. And when they get a notification come through, they're freaking out. They're telling their husband, oh my God, crack open the champagne. I've just got a new message. Woohoo! They're celebrating that. Not everyone, but a lot of people are. So we find Tammy, we add Tammy, we message Tammy. And here is the 3-step message. And we're going to go more into scripts another time, but I want you to be able to have this script that you can kind of fill in. So at least when we tell you to go out and do this exercise, you can start doing it. All right? So, hey, name. And don't send name to them. Change the word name to Bob, to Mary, to Sarah. And if you copy and paste, make sure you don't call Dave Sarah and Sarah Dave. It's awkward, right? So, hey, name. That's the first thing. Very simple. If you can write, hey, Leif. Hey, Leif, by the way. Long time no see. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Hazel. Hey, Elaine. Hey, Matt. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Jenny. That's part 1. Very simple. Part 2, how you found that person. So, hey, Tammy, I loved the comment that you made on Tony Robbins' post. That's it. That's it. Just tell them how you know, right? So, hey, Tammy, I love that comment you made on Tony Robbins' post. And if you want to give you a chance of a better chance of them replying, just go and love Tammy's post. Takes, 0.7 seconds to do that? Okay, so now she's got a notification from me, and she's got a friend request from me, and she's about to get a message from me. Right, so, hey Tammy, love that post you made on Tony Robbins' page. Third point, ask a question. Questions create conversation. So the question is going to be something like, how long have you been following Tony for? Would love to connect with you. How are you? Have you ever been to UPW? Now, some of you are cringing because you're like, oh my God, I would never ask that. Then find a way where you can kind of follow those three-step process for you to be able to reach out to as many people as possible, right? So, hey, Tammy, how you found him, or how you found her, sorry, and then ask a question. Very, very, very simple. Now, the next question you might have is, but what happens if they don't see my message? Give me a little quick wave if you've ever had that. You've sent people messages, but they just don't see it, right? Kind of normal, right? Jeff, I see you, buddy. Hope you're doing good, mate. There he is. Lovely collar t-shirt you're rocking there. Lovely. There we go, repping. All right.